Namaskar to everyone. Today I want to speak about an issue that concerns every citizen. Social media has become a part of our everyday lives. It's a powerful platform to express our views, raise public issues, connect with public and people, and hold governments accountable. Freedom of speech and expression is a fundamental right guaranteed by our Constitution, and our government, our NDA government, fully respects that right. But we must also remember one important fact. Freedom of speech is not absolute or unconditional. It has its own limitations, and it comes within its own legal implications when it violates the rights of others. Article 19, Clause 2 of the Constitution places reasonable restrictions in the interest of the sovereignty and integrity of India, national security, public order, decency, morality, defamation, and preventing incitement to offenses. In simple words, freedom of speech does not mean the freedom to abuse. I reiterate, freedom of speech does not mean the freedom to abuse. You have the right to criticize government. You have the right to question us. You have the right to disagree with our decisions. This is democracy, and we welcome it. But abusing someone, issuing death threats, spreading false allegations, targeting women, insulting religious beliefs, attacking someone's dignity, or provoking violence are not protected under the Constitution. They are criminal offenses. Over the past few years, we have seen a disturbing increase in the misuse of social media. People are hiding behind fake accounts to spread filthy language, personal abuse, character assassination, false propaganda, fake allegations without evidence, morphed content, death threats, and organized harassment. Women are being targeted with unacceptable abuse. Even our gods and goddesses are being insulted with malicious intent. This is not freedom of expression. This is not healthy criticism. This is not democracy. Let me make one thing very, very clear. Constructive criticism, fair comment, and satire have an important place in democracy. We have absolutely no objection to people expressing different opinions. But malicious falsehoods, hate speech, criminal intimidation, cyber harassment, organized abuse, and deliberate attempts to destroy someone's reputation cannot be accepted in the name of free speech. Another point I want to make very clear is this. Crime has no caste. Criminals have no caste. Crime has no religion. Criminals have no religion. Crime has no political affiliation. Criminals have no political affiliation. No one should commit an offense and then try to hide behind your caste, your religion, or politics. Before the law, every citizen is equal, and every offender will be treated equally. To every citizen who has suffered because of social media abuse, I want to say this. You're not alone. Your government stands with you. The Deputy Chief Minister's office will establish a dedicated mechanism to receive complaints relating to social media abuse. Citizens can submit screenshots, links, videos, and other digital evidence. Every genuine complaint will be examined and forwarded to the appropriate authorities for legal action. I also appeal to responsible citizens to help identify fake accounts and habitual offenders who repeatedly misuse social media to spread abuse, threats, misinformation, and hatred. This is not just the government's responsibility, it is our collective responsibility. Whatever criminal offences are disclosed, strict legal action will be taken under the Bharatiya Nyaya Sanhita, BNS, the Bharatiya Nagarik Suraksha Sanhita, BNSS, the Information Technology Act 2000, and other applicable laws. Depending on the nature of the offence, legal action may include BNS Section 351, criminal intimidation, including death threats and anonymous threats. BNS Section 352, intentional insult intended to provoke a breach of peace. BNS Section 353, false statements, rumors, and electronic communications that create public mischief or incite offences. BNS Section 356, defamation and damage to reputation. BNS Section 79, words, gestures, or acts intended to insult the modesty or dignity of a woman. BNS Section 299, deliberate and malicious acts intended to outrage religious feelings. I reiterate again. BNS Section 299, deliberate and malicious acts intended to outrage religious feelings. BNS Section 196, promoting enmity or hatred between different groups and disturbing public harmony. Information Technology Act Section 66C and 66D, identity theft, fake accounts, and online impersonation. Information Technology Act Section 67, publishing or transmitting obscene material in electronic form. Where necessary, unlawful online content may also be dealt with under the provisions of Section 69A of the Information Technology Act in accordance with the law. A dedicated task force will also be established to coordinate with cybercrime police and other law enforcement agencies to identify organized offenders and ensure swift action against serial and serious social media crimes. I have one request to each and everyone and each and every citizen. If you come across fake accounts, death threats, abuse against women, insults to religious beliefs, organized misinformation, or any unlawful content, do not encourage it by forwarding or by amplifying it. Preserve the evidence, screenshots, URLs, dates, and other details, and report it to the authorities. Your cooperation can help prevent many, many crimes. If stronger safeguards are required, further, the government is prepared to examine appropriate legislation. I'm saying it again. If the so-called laws are not enough, if stronger safeguards are required, the NDA government is prepared to examine the appropriate legislation to address the misuse of social media while fully protecting the constitutional right to freedom of speech. Finally, let me leave you with one simple message. Our words should reflect responsibility. Our language should reflect respect. Our freedom should always be exercised with accountability. Social media should bring people together, but not to divide society. You question us, you criticize us, you express your opinions, but do it with dignity. Do it with responsibility. Do it with respect for the law. This is how we strengthen our democracy. If you cross your lines, be ready to face the consequences. Thank you and Jai Hind.